Hey everybody, there's no DuckTales this week, so I'm here, streaming live, and I'm not alone!
Hi everybody!
This is my wife Suzi, if you remember her from the, what was it, the unboxing video?
I'm very good at unboxing things. If you haven't seen that video, check it out.
We totally took a bunch of toys out of boxes, and
I appear in all of your toy-related videos. I also helped you find toys.
Yeah, you actually find most of the toys. I probably wouldn't have any of the ducks if you didn't have the ducks.
I have a shopping problem. He doesn't know about it though, so don't tell him.
I know about it. It's a big problem. Yeah, so I wouldn't have the ducks if it wasn't for Sue. Wow, there are people here. Hi, people in chat. So this is a live stream. I've never done a live stream for any of my DuckTales stuff. So we're totally streaming live. We're not just going to talk randomly. We're going to do something kind of cool. Well, actually, it's probably pretty lame.
No, it's super cool. It's the coolest. That's why let's do it.
So the last episode that actually aired in the U.S. before now was, actually, can I do what I'm trying to do here? Where are you, paintbrush tool? Was uh-oh, no layers are selected. Live things. Last one was McMystery. I'm not gonna type that whole thing out. McMystery at McDuck McManor was the last episode that actually aired in.
I think you spelled that wrong.
Shh! Don't tell them that. And that was a really cool episode. I like the birthday theme. It's a bottle episode, which is when the writers of a show have to like write something that's all in one location. Anyway, in the middle of that episode, when I was editing it, I saw one thing and I was like, "That's really cool. We're gonna do a video about that." And turns out a week later, there's not a new episode this week, so it was the perfect time. We're gonna do Huey's crossword.
Oh boy!
Wait, word search. It says right there, not crossword. What do you mean, oh boy? It is exciting. I think word searches.
Guys, did I not sound excited? Oh boy, was it not authentic? I am very excited, Pumpkin.
Oh, now the internet. Now the internet knows what you call me when they're not around.
Well, luckily nobody was paying attention. I see no comments, therefore no one heard it.
What target layer is hidden? Oh, there we go. Okay, so yes. This is the word search. I suck at word searches. I am really bad at...
I see money.
This is a non-profit organization. What?
No, I see the word money, and I see the word bin, and I see McDuck.
What? Oh, my, this is going to be over too fast. So we're going to let her... She's already knows all the answers, apparently. Not because she cheated, just because she's good at recognizing patterns. And, I'm not. So I see, like, Portugal? No. Wait, is that really Portugal? No, it can't be. So I'm going to try and do this Scrooge McDuck themed word search while Mr. Grumpy over here hates his birthday. Which I have something in common with him. I do not actually like my birthday very much. It's a problem for Suzi. She's always trying to give me good birthday parties, and I'm always grumpy about it.
It's true. It's true.
So, so check out the chat, because there's people talking in it, and you're laughing at something.
Oh, just, apparently the pumpkin thing did not go unnoticed.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't. For reference, she doesn't spell that like the gourd. It's like missing the...
Oh, I spell it Punkin because it's cuter that way.
And apparently, I'm friggin' adorable. Okay, I actually do see a few. So let me try them first before Suzi takes...
Okay, go.
Okay, so see if there's anything good in the comments. I see a bin, though. So we're gonna search the bin. It's just like elementary school. I haven't done this in a long time.
So does anyone have any questions for Sean? I mean, he's been doing this channel for a while. Is there anything you want to know? I can tell you the dirt about him, so this is your moment to find out.
There's no dirt. I'm squeaky clean. There's a gold. I see a gold.
Hey, who is your favorite duck kid? Says Cartoon Queen 21.
That's not an okay question. I love them.
Why?
Actually, it's changed is why it's hard. If we had video, which we don't because all my cameras are broken right now, coincidentally, which is one of the reasons I'm only a cartoon on the internet now. Broken cameras. When I was a little kid, it was Louie because he was green. And that was reason enough, you know, and with the old one, right? So it was Louie, right? And can I draw Louie? No, I can't. Now I think I kind of like Louie better. Or wait, that was what I said before.
That's exactly what you said.
Bluey. I'm looking at them right now. I like Dewey a little bit better because his personality is a lot more fun. Huey's kind of a stick in the mud. I like him, but he's definitely the big brother.
I don't know. According to the 30 things, I am most like Huey.
Yeah, you are. You're absolutely most like Huey. I'm married to Huey. That's disturbing. He's Yeah, I like Huey because he's smart, and I'm a Boy Scout, and he's a junior woodchuck, so we're similar. Louie's a little... I'm not as lazy as Louie, so I identify with new Louie the least, even though I assumed original Louie was the youngest, because I was the youngest, and he, it's always Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And now that he is the youngest, I think I identify with the middle child, which is weird, because I didn't get along with the middle child brother in my family growing up. I do now, though. Oh, I see. There are 2 golds. Why are there 2 golds?
Because you gotta find them.
You gotta find multiple golds?
I mean, you gotta find multiple everything.
And
what
are these? Are these like hints? Why don't I get the hints?
Keep going. You're missing like 10 so far.
Is Belt one? No.
I mean, it's a good thing you're not looking at the comments, because they have all found them, and they are posting all of the words that you need to find.
Look, man. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not looking at the comments. I'm not smart. That's why I'm circling smart. I'm not it. Actually, let me do that again because I didn't like how I did it. I'm not that smart. Like Scrooge. So these are all supposed to be traits about Scrooge, right? Oh, the eraser did not work. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's necessarily traits about Scrooge. I think it's just DuckTales lore and DuckTales.
Well, Huey in the episode said they were about Scrooge. This almost spells Gramps, but it doesn't. Clan, like McDuck clan. Let's try that. Clan. I'm only getting the vertical. It's the
and then what happens if you keep going?
Oh, Clan McDuck.
Oh no.
I just saw. Okay. Told you I'm not good at this.
Giovanni Rabinel. So Giovanni wants to know, how do you say your name?
My real name or the internet name?
Your internet name, I think.
So that's
It's Seaniccus.
It's Seaniccus, like Spartacus, except for I spelled it wrong when I made the account, because apparently Spartacus only uses 1 C.
That is correct.
So I'm Seaniccus with 2 C's, as I describe to people. I got that name on my last day of high school. Some kid went up to me and called me Seaniccus, and I was like, that's a great name for the internet. Son? No, that's not the word son. Port? That's not a word.
Jamfrog35 agrees with you. Dewey is the best.
Dewey's great. He's an idiot, but he's great. He's not an idiot. He's just very... He doesn't think ahead. Like Huey thinks too much. Louie thinks, deviously. Dewey doesn't think. He's action. Oh, Dime! Look at that! Dime! That's the best one. I gotta make this...
Remy Diamond is also a Dewey. Well, where's my Hueys at? Are there any Hueys out there?
Yeah, where are Hueys at?
Cartoon Queen 21, Dewey and Webby are my tied favorite. I do like Webby. I really like what they've done with her with the reboot.
Yeah, you said Duck Kids, and I made the mistake of thinking boys because I'm a bad person. I might like Reboot Webby the best. I don't know if I really like original Webby that much. She's okay, but I really like Reboot Webby a lot. There's got to be some verticals here. Why can't I find any verticals?
Knight of Spade, we are totally on the same page. I would really like to be Louie. Louie is kind of my favorite, but I am definitely a Huey.
Louie is who I was when I was a kid. I was so lazy. In fact, Louie's like my natural state. I think Dewey's more like who I want to be. Because I don't want to be Huey. He's too responsible.
But somebody has to be responsible. Usually the oldest sibling. I am the oldest sibling.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're with you.
Whoa.
Yeah. I think the problem is Dewey's gonna have the hardest time in life.
Yeah, probably.
Because Huey won't have a problem because Huey won't have a problem. He's responsible. Louie won't have a problem because he's devious. Dewey will just he'll fake it till he makes it, man. Vobe isn't a word. There's gotta be some.
You're missing one on the bottom.
Well, there's another. I already had Dime.
I'm missing a couple on the bottom, actually.
Well, there's got to be. No, there's none on the bottom. There's Portugal. Wait, Toughies. Okay. It's not that funny.
And you don't think port could be a word? I mean, it's a word.
Yeah, I guess port could be a word, but I don't think it's.
And he said there was gold twice?
Yeah.
Could one of those golds possibly be an extension into something else?
Oh, that's an N, not an H. It's Golden Suns. Okay, I get it. I thought it was an H, right? So I thought it was like Golden...
Thank you, Alias, for pointing that out. I was going to let him figure it out on his own, but...
I never would have. We know that.
There's a Huey. Christopher Smelser is a Huey. And the famous Hector is a Dewey.
You gotta speak to the mic when you talk to them.
Sorry, guys. Can you not hear me?
Turn your laptop. She's doing... We have technical difficulties. See, Louie's and Huey's, man.
Alias says Louie is the best because of hoodie.
Is this salt? I
do wear a lot of hoodies.
Salt. I can't read.
What are you trying to find?
Is the S-L-E-L? No, that's nothing.
Solg?
Solg.
I don't know. Is there a soggy sand or something?
None. Emun. Scarbrog. No.
Irish American 301 Michael wants to know, how long is this stream?
I don't know.
We thought it would be a quick thing, like maybe like 10 minutes, but it turns out word searches are hard.
Well, no,
Sean.
Well, for me, I thought it would be really fast. I'm gonna turn the opacity down on this circling a little bit so I can read better. There we go. If everyone can see that, let me know if you can't for whatever reason. Why am I so bad at this?
Neo Sans? Neo asks, ooh, what's your favorite moral?
Moral?
Of the story?
Moral of the story.
I assume.
Moral. Favorite moral. I don't know. Work smarter, not harder. I don't know if that's a moral so much as a Uncle Scrooge lesson.
Don't forget, word searches, the words can also go backwards.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, totally. Did you not know that?
Oh, no. No wonder I was so bad at these as a kid.
So you know how I said this might be like a 10-minute video, but now it's going to be 20... It might be an hour now.
Muck, essay, ramp, no, none of those are words. What about up? No.
Talk about Beakley being from an Amazon island. That would be super cool. Is that a thing?
It's probably like a fan theory. I mean,
that would be awesome if there's an Amazon island.
I mean,
that's where Beakley's from, and she's secretly Wonder Woman.
She's pretty buff, and the ladies on Thermoskia.
That's probably not quite right.
Thermometer Land. They're pretty buff, like way buffer than I ever will be.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I could see that. I'm really interested because like in the original show, Beakley was very much like, just like this little governess. I don't know. I thought I was gonna draw like a little pudgy Beakley over here, but I don't know. That's a hat man. But she just, she wasn't much, and now she's like this big deal. I kind of like that she's got way more backstory. Help me out. Give me one vertical. Give me a hint.
Scarb.
Scarb.
Backwards. What is that?
Oh, man! I knew that was something. Good old Carl. Carl Barks. Right there, scar. It's backwards. It goes this way.
Yep. Okay. Neo Sans asks, "Do you have a brother or sister?"
I've got 2 older brothers.
So you're a Louie.
So that's why one of the other reasons I liked Louie when I was a kid, because I've got 2 older brothers. We're not triplets, but we all were junior woodchucks as kids, or rather Boy Scouts. Which is the same thing, except for junior woodchucks is kind of cooler. It's bugging me that this balloon isn't colored in, so I'm gonna color it in.
Okay,
right
Pink
there.
Pearl Apple brings chocolate gold coins for everyone, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, we mentioned she mentioned that on Twitter, which is awesome. I wish I had chocolate coin. No, I didn't. I'm on a diet. But if I wasn't,
she is also a Louie, so it's surprising that she's sharing because Louie doesn't do that normally.
She is a traditional Louie. He is a nice boy. 1987 Louie is a nice boy. He would share. I mean, new Louie's a nice boy too. He teaches Webby how to lie.
Rajni Patel is cracking up because you have not found something yet.
Butler, there we go. That's not the one he was thinking of.
No, there's like the longest word ever and you still haven't found it.
Is it backwards? Because
it's not backwards, so you should be able to find it.
Is it horizontal? Wait, no, oh my gosh, they can be diagonal too, can't they?
They can.
Oh no. Oh, maybe if I make it invisible, I can see. That's not a P giddy. No, that's not a word. Snus. Wait, is that Disney? No, it's not Disney.
No, that's Yensid. Would be Disney. DeVito's Cool Ranch and Narzin03 both want to know your thoughts on Sonic Mania Adventures Part 3.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to make a video on that yet. I didn't expect so many questions. I assumed no one would show up. Thanks for coming, everybody. Jeez. I wanted to do a video on that. I just didn't have time, and no one watched the last one, so I wasn't sure if anyone wanted to see it. It had really, really fun animation. I like Knuckles a lot. Let me draw a little Knuckles. Let's do this here. Because I'm bad at the word search. And angry eyes here. I haven't drawn Knuckles since I was like in middle school. Let's get a little thing. I like that it had Knuckles in it, and I like that it was called N Knuckles. You know, there's little Knuckles. He's gonna help us with our DuckTales here.
So I've told Seaniccus this, but I'm gonna tell you guys too. When I was a kid, I thought Knuckles was a girl. Because, like, on the whatever version of Sega that the game was on, like, it was really blurry and, you know, pixelated. And I thought, well, there isn't a girl character because Sonic's not a girl and Tails isn't a girl, so Knuckles must be the girl. He's got long hair. It's a girl.
It's a really angry girl who punches things.
Well, that seemed legit.
Like She-Ra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I thought the animation of Knuckles was great. Like he was probably the best animated character in the Sonic Mania adventures so far because he's just got such great expressions. I love that it was called N Knuckles, which is this long-running Sonic meme. I'm probably gonna make a video about this next week. So I have more thoughts on it. It's and I like Ray, who's a character I don't even know who he is. Is a Ray the Flying Squirrel. Is a Sonic character that was like in one game, and I guess he was supposed to be Tails, but then they made Tails instead, and Ray disappeared. Where's this long word? I gotta get back to this.
I should point out that every time he starts answering a question, he stops working on the word search, so we could be here all night.
They're doing that on purpose.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
Wait. Dothraki? Dothraki. No. Kidney! No, that's not what it is.
Jacob's Faves DX wants to know, who is your inspiration?
My inspiration?
Your inspiration.
Is this a Shaggy joke?
His inspiration is Shaggy.
It's not Shaggy from Scooby. Everyone keeps saying I look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. They've been saying that my whole life, by the way. It's like my whole life I've been Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Inspiration. I find lots of people inspiring, but I'm not good at names on the spot.
Walt Disney. He is inspired by Walt Disney.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm inspired by webcomic artists. You know, I like Mary Cagle. She went to Japan to teach Japanese and became an artist somehow. Well, that was not true. She drew a comic about being a teacher in Japan and came back, and now she draws comics full time. She's a really cool lady. Go look up her comics. Mary Cagle. She's Cube Watermelon. Is an awesome lady.
Nasaya Lucero says, one time when I was in school, it took me 1 hour to complete the word search my teacher gave me.
This says kid. Is that one? Or is that a coincidence? Is it part of one?
I think it's just kid.
Is it supposed to be kid, or is it like an accident? Because I would always circle words that weren't supposed to be there.
I'm sure you're fine. Keep looking.
Rent? Rent? Is he like, because Scrooge is stingy and he charges people rent?
That would make sense.
Sure.
Christopher Markinkowski? I'm sorry, I don't know why that was so hard to say. Reminds everyone that Incredibles 2 is coming out June 15th. That's super exciting.
Actually, that is pretty cool. That was, I think that was the last Disney movie I got my mom to go to.
Aww.
Yeah. She was like, superheroes? I understand that. It's not weird. Which is weird, because she doesn't like superhero stuff, but...
I suspect I am way behind the comments, but the next one is... Seeing as Tailspin is canon on DuckTales, who would you like to see?
I mostly just want to see Baloo and Kit. Actually, no. I've grown a huge appreciation for Louie as I got older.
Another Louie. So Louie and Louie could meet?
Wait, he is Louie, right? The monkey from...
Yeah, King Louie. Yeah,
King Louie, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Louies could meet. She is half of the brain in my... No, she's like 80% of the brain in my life. She's smart.
Aw, thanks, Pumpkin.
She makes connections. Which is why she should be doing this word search.
No, it's much more...
Knox? That's not a word. I don't... Let's see.
Okay.
Guys, I'm really bad at this.
Wow, I am so behind on these comments. I am just getting to the part where people are responding to your comments about Knuckles. Maybe Knuckles is a girl. I agree with you, Mars Arts.
They're probably a little bit behind because the way streams aren't instantaneous, unfortunately. Well, they could be, but it's like, what? There's got to be another one. There's got to be another word. I've only got one up and down word.
Knuckles is a girl who's too awkward to correct people when they use the wrong pronouns. That makes me happy.
That's actually a pretty funny idea. Wait,
Luna Gamer also used to think Knuckles was a girl, so I was not the only one under this impression.
Is did it a word? Diditole?
I don't think that's a word. I think that's...
I'm getting desperate. Oh no, that's the wrong button. me desperate. Give me a hint, wife.
Did you ever draw Sonic OC?
No, I never did OCs. I would just draw Sonic a lot, which was also kind of... I'm going to have to draw him backwards. He's a nose, you draw a bean nose, and then you do this swoop that turns into his eyes. Oh, that was not a good eyes. Let's do a different swoop. No, that's not a good swoop either. I haven't done this in a long time. This is really bad. This is a bad Sonic for me.
Should I tell him some of the hints that you guys are giving us? Like, I don't want to spoil your...
Whoop.
Have him find things too quickly, but on the other hand, I think some of these he will never find if I don't at least tell him the word.
I used to draw Sonic a lot when I was a kid.
Klondike. Find the word Klondike in there.
Klondike bar. Okay, I can do a Klondike bar.
You already found part of it.
I did?
Do you read webtoons? Which are your favorites?
Webtoons.
This was Roshni again.
What is webtoons? It sounds familiar. Oh, no, that's, no, that's... I don't know what that is.
Oh.
It might be a blog. I thought there was a blog named Webtoons. That Sonic is really
people
ugly.
are telling me to let you struggle, so I don't think I can give you any more hints.
Wait, I'm bad at this. Klondike. There's an L.
They believe in you.
Why? Why would you... Oh, it's not kid, it's Klondike. I never would have... I've read that whole word backwards, and I was like, that's not a word.
Okay.
Ramp? No, that's not ramp. That's hammer. That's no. Sat. Wogstat. Gold.
You still haven't found the diagonal one that I keep thinking you're gonna find.
Well, it's hard. Can you still see it with all the stuff in the way?
Yeah. Of course I know it's there. That helps.
Jesus. I avoided. Someone wrote a bunch of these in the comments to the review I did, and I deliberately didn't look at it because I was really worried. I was just really worried. I didn't. Did I get duck already? I did get duck. Okay.
So Mars Arts would like to know, if someone was gonna make you fan art, would you want them to draw you like you, or like your avatar, your puppet that you make for the show, or as a duck? Just wondering. Asking for a friend.
Asking for I don't know. Make them all fight.
Make them fight?
I don't know.
Your many selves in conflict?
Yeah, it seems like a good assessment of my mental state.
I think we're learning a lot about you in this little stream.
Someone drew a duck once of me. Because if you go back into my channel, there's a video called All Ducked Out, and the app had like a duck maker. And I can't show you because the stream's not set up for me to show anything but the Photoshop thing. But the legs of the duck in the duck maker, like let me get to, I don't know, what's a good color for drawing ducks?
I don't know, you've kind of used up most of your colors. I guess blue hasn't, no, Sonic's blue.
Yeah, let me get rid of this guy. Oh, wait, I got the names. So let's put this down here. There was like
completely derailed.
Yes, it's completely derailed. So like the bottom of a duck is like, it's like it's got a tail and it's got a bottom thing and it's got legs coming out. That's the duck bottom. And then they wear t-shirts like this. And they got beaks. Quack. That's a duck. That's a Disney duck, right? And that's what they look like. But the app drove me crazy because it had the quack, it had the t-shirts and all this stuff. And then it got to if you took the pants off, like if you wasn't wearing pants, if you was wearing pants, it was fine. It was like, oh, he's wearing some pants. He's a duck with pants. That's great. But if you didn't do that, it was just like, foom, foom, and then the feet, and then that was it. It was just like he was not wearing. He had no duck butt, and I was like, he needs to have a duck butt, like that. And so I I did like a bunch of modified art in the app and recreated it so you could have a template that you could use to create your duck sona or whatever, with a proper duck tail. Not a duck butt, it's a duck tail. Yeah, and and a couple of people when I did that, they drew one of me that was actually pretty accurate. They did a good job. And I think that was it. I think that's the only fan art that's ever been done of me. So you could do the Shaggy style guy that's over here if you. I don't know why I'm ruining the name by scribbling on it. You could do that if you want. Or if you go back to my old Ghostbusters video and want to draw whatever that is, I mean, good luck venturing into that archive
of fun.
Of fun. I mean, God. Wait.
Have you seen Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie?
I haven't, because I didn't get to watch Hey Arnold when I was a kid. Not like as an anti-Hey Arnold thing. It was a cable show, and we didn't have cable when that show was on. And
Sorry, go on.
I never saw it. And so this Jungle movie came out. I was like, good for them. The people that wrote this movie a decade ago and getting to make it now. I thought that was really cool. But like, I don't really have any association with Hey Arnold because I didn't watch it as a kid. Except, I didn't realize until like 10 years after the show premiered that stuff coming out of the bottom of Arnold's shirt is the bottom of his other shirt. I thought he was Scottish and he was wearing a kilt.
Huh.
Do you want me to draw that too?
No, I don't want you to keep working on this word search.
Okay.
Maybe you can answer this without getting too distracted. What's your favorite Darkwing Duck villain?
Megavolt.
It's always Megavolt.
It's Megavolt. He's got a great voice, and he's like electricity, which is cool. And then after that, I'd probably go with the dog, the water dog. Flood? I don't know his name. I can't remember his name all of a sudden. But you know, he's like, because he's like a salesman. He's really interesting. But it was always Megavolt as a kid. I had a Megavolt action figure as a kid, and I was so excited when I got it.
Are we fans of Pokemon? Yes, we are.
We are Gen 1 Pokemons. Well, wait, we aren't the Pokemons.
No.
I was a Pokemon master back in 1996.
Oh, you're so old.
Or 8, or whenever the original one came out. But I actually didn't play too many of the games after that because video games were expensive. But yeah, Pokemon's cool. The new one, like the remake of Yellow, looks pretty neat. Wait, is this it? Gur and Cook. Grenick?
I don't think so.
No. You said it was diagonal, right? So
yeah.
Down. Wait, Dismal Downs!
You finally found it!
Well, that's one of the things he says. Dismal. Well, the problem is Huey's got bad handwriting. It's hard to read some of them.
What are your expectations on the rebooted Goldie?
She's gonna try and kill him.
Well, that's what she did in the original, yeah?
That's what she loves Scrooge, and she's always trying to kill him. I don't know what to expect from her, because Goldie in the comics is always touched on so, like, she's used lightly, which is why she's special, right? I'm looking forward to it because it's one of the, we haven't got much of a Scrooge arc, right? This guy right here, that's not a lookable color. Let's take a brighter color. This guy right here, we haven't seen a lot of him with having development yet. You know, he's been around and stuff, but he hasn't had any big moment where he gets to like have a huge emotional arc. And so I'm kind of excited about something happening with Scrooge, like with Goldie showing up and being like, making him dig up his past and be more than just this grumpy face right here. And I like him as grumpy and stuff, but so far, and this has been one of the fan complaints of the series, if you haven't been following, is, and the music stops. Let's go back to the beginning and start playing that sweet, sweet song again.
Fan? Mm-hmm.
One of the big fan complaints about the show, which I'm not worried about personally because I know it'll get resolved, is Scrooge hasn't been the center of action for a lot of it yet. And I think that's fine because Scrooge is like a hallmark character. Everyone else is a new character. We need to get to know them more. But Scrooge is like, you know, eventually we got to get to a point where he gets an episode that's really focused tightly on him. And I think that's probably going to be the Goldie episode or something else that goes back into his past. Or if there's a flashback episode that has Della and stuff in it, then we'll see a lot more of this version of Scrooge. Is there another diagonal that I get?
There probably are more that both of us are missing, but everyone in here has found. Lunar Gamer wants to know your favorite Launchpad episode. I just want to say Launchpad is a national treasure. They are all the best episode if he is in them.
In the original, it's hard to say because I haven't rewatched the original series in a long time. I've watched the first.
They're all celebrating when you found Dismal Downs. Sorry.
It took forever. Well, you're also asking me questions, guys, so it's a little harder. Favorite Launchpad episode? I haven't seen a lot of them when I was a kid. My favorite Launchpad moment, like out of all the series, is actually like when he becomes Darkwing Duck's sidekick for the first time. Mm-hmm. Which I guess it's technically not the same series at all, but I like that because he's like having his little fandom and his little thing, and he likes Darkwing Duck so much he built his own plane. He invented a plane and learned to fly apparently because he doesn't crash as much in Darkwing Duck. The joke about him crashing is still there, but he lands. He never crash. Well, he crashes it a lot actually, but it's never destroyed as much.
The Liquidator is that.
The Liquidator, not Mr. Floody. That's wrong. The Liquidator, and that's such a great name, the Liquidator, right? Because he's a salesman, so he's liquidating stock. Oh, he's the best. He's great. So I really like this new Launchpad episode, the one that has Gizmo Duck in it, because there's only one moment in that I don't like, and the new Launchpad is a little dumber than I like. So there's moments where he just plays a little dumber, and I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or if it's just for gags. And there was only one moment that I think was a little too dumb for Launchpad in the episode, but the rest of it was great. It was a great arc. I don't know. It was such a well put together episode. It's worth the rest of the series. What's wrong now?
Sorry. No, they're just giving you hints, and I'm not sure if I should tell you the hints or if I should just let.
Well, I'm getting so distracted, so give me a hint so I focus on the puzzle again.
Okay, you forgot I and E, also the S in Smarties.
Oh, man! He's not just smart, he's tougher than the...
Tougher than the Smarties? Smarter than the Toughies?
He's smarter than the Toughies. Smarties. Okay. Well, that's a candy. So I don't know if you youngins know about this. There is a candy that's not actually that great called Smarties. And it's kind of this chalky little flat candy. And you've probably had it before. I used to eat it a lot as a kid. And... one time we were on Half Dome, or no, was it Half Dome? Some rock in Yosemite National Park, which is amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to national parks, always do it. The Earth is beautiful, and the United States national parks are beautiful. Anyway, I would drop these candies as a kid and watch them roll down this rock. That's all.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Roll off a mountain, and so there were some squirrels in it. This is not a good story. Okay.
Juan Sanchez wants to know, which duck writer do you prefer, Carl Barks or Don Rosa?
That's hard. I really like, obviously, Carl Barks is the correct answer, because he's the classic. He made the traditional big stories, and, he is who created the Duck universe. But I'm not choosing a favorite, really, because I really... Let me finish one story at a time, darling.
Sorry, just they all know what Smarties are, and some of them really like them.
Smarties are good! I like Smarties. They're just, it's just not... I liked Sweet Tarts better. I'm sorry, they made more sugar. I like Don Rosa a lot, though. I mean, he's not the definitive Duck voice, but I really enjoy his library a lot. There's a lot of creative ideas in there. A lot of people kind of dismiss him. They say, "Oh, he's just a fan fiction writer. It's good fan fiction, but it's just fan fiction." I don't think it's fan fiction. It counts. It's part of the story to me, and I fully embrace it. The problem is, once you get past Barks, and in fact, if you could grab, is that IDW book right there? Once you get past Barks and Rosa, you get a ton of different duck artists from across the world, and it's hard to really keep track of what you personally consider your duck canon. Like, here's the Grand Canyon Conquest by Miguel. How do you pronounce that?
Pujol, I think?
Miguel Pujol. Great story, and it's more of a modern duck story. But do you count it as part of your Carl Barks thing? I don't know. Here's Everett Gertz, Al Hubbard. Well, that's the artist, not the writer. Alberto Savani. A lot of names outside of the U.S. because Scrooge McDuck is an international comic. Like, people write it from all over the world. So there's so many different artists and different styles that it's kind of like... It's so diverse. I'm not gonna necessarily choose a favorite, but I guess if you're trying to decide what the story is, that's a tough choice because there's dozens. We saw one get drawn live once. At Comic-Con. I can't remember the name of that couple, but they were lovely.
Somebody suggests that perhaps if Barks is in the word search, maybe Rosa is too.
Oh, that was a hint. That was a good question. I am not a clever man. That question was a hint. So I was thinking of Smarties. Toughies has got to be in here too. So let's turn this off. Let's see.
You already found Toughies.
I did? Where did I do that? Oh, it's down there. Okay.
Okay. And there's at least one half word up there, and you need to finish circling the rest of it.
Oh no.
I almost wonder if you should start over and X out the words as you find them. So that you don't have all these circle lines, but you just cross out the letters you've already discovered. I
mean, I guess I could do another layer. Let's okay. Suzi has got a good idea because she's the smart one, and we're gonna start a new layer, and we're gonna start. I'm just gonna cross out all these words that I've already found. Gold bin, Smarties, Toughies, port. Why did I say such port? That's not a word. Gold
Port
is
is a word. It's where your boat goes.
Okay, and now we're gonna turn this opacity way down, and okay, now you can just barely.
Is that helpful, Pumpkin?
I don't know. It's probably nicer for other people so they can see what I filled in, and we can still read it. Look, I was told to circle it when I was like 8, and I have been doing it that way ever since. I do not learn new tricks.
You've lost some of the words in the transition.
What?
It's money bin.
Oh, yeah. It is money
It's
bin.
okay to tell him that one because he did find that one before.
Okay. Rosa, huh? Rosa. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Being able to see the words helps.
Let's see. Let's give you another clue. Here's someone would Knight of Spade wants to know, do you like the old Fenton or the new one?
I like them both. I didn't realize until I didn't realize though how much the old Fenton was a Daffy Duck parody until the folks that run the It's a Duck Blur contest, not contest. It's a Duck Blur podcast, by the way. Great podcast, but a little R-rated. They do swear, adult words, but great opinions about DuckTales. They're a hilarious Australian couple, if you haven't listened to that show. And they watched all of the original DuckTales. They're going through all of Darkwing Duck right now. And until they pointed it out in the Gizmo Duck episode, which I think the creators of this series are in, Frank and Gonez guest stars on one of their episodes, they point out that he's basically Daffy Duck, original Fenton. Like, he's got the lisp. He's just not evil. Like, if Daffy Duck had a soul, he would be Fenton Crackshell. But it's hard to say favorite. I like him a lot, the original one, because of nostalgia and childhood. But I can't not love Lin-Manuel Miranda. He has so much passion in his Fenton that you can't not absolutely love him. I gotta color in this balloon again because we lost it in the scene transition here. There we go. I'm coloring this balloon too.
So there's a certain shape that everyone is waiting for you to find.
A shape, huh? Mm-hmm. Duck Blur. Wait, maybe Duck Blur's in there.
That could be in there too.
Shape. Parm. I thought you would just take over right away and this would be done.
No, this is much more fun.
Then I thought it was like, all right, then I'll go get some dessert. It'll be real quick.
What is the difference between Smarties and Sweet Tarts? To me, they are different from each other.
Sweet Tarts, it depends on what country you're in, actually. Because Smarties in the UK and Europe, and there are a lot of duck fans worldwide, so I'm not going to assume you're in the US here, which is why I spelled out Smarties. Smarties are a different candy there. In the US, Smarties are a little bit more chalky and sweet, and Sweet Tarts are a little more sour. And I really like sour candy and sour fruit a lot, and so that's what the difference is between those two. Pam. Is Manny the Headless Man Horse in here? No, probably not. Not enough words. I need a hint.
Oh, square. The word square. Did you find that yet?
Why would it be square? Oh, he made his money square.
Uh-huh. So fair is probably in there too. Looking fair and square.
Man. See, that's what these... Oh, that's what these are. That's what these are! These are the words you gotta find. That's what they used to have when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you didn't know what those were?
I just wondered what was Huey writing over
I
here.
thought you were being silly.
No, I was just like... I'm very nervous. There's so many people here.
Oh, Pink Pearl Apple, you can go ahead and ask for an opinion now. I'm sorry if I missed your question before. They're coming kind of fast, and I keep looking away.
She gets amused by me doing it. It's a square. I don't even see any Q's in here. What do you mean? There's got to be like one Q. Oh, it's backwards. I'm not gonna find it if it's backwards.
Do you think that Goofy might appear in DuckTales? Like how many? Like what %?
I would have said almost nothing, but I changed my mind.
Okay.
Because it's Goof Troop, right? Goof Troop counts.
Oh yeah.
So they've said publicly that Mickey's not going to appear in DuckTales, but he was never on the Disney Afternoon anyway, except for in the intro animation. And so I would assume by default, well, Goofy's not going to be in there. Why would he be in there? But I forgot there's Goof Troop. I love Goofy and Max, which was what the show was called in Europe. And I love a Goofy movie. So there's probably a pretty good chance that he'll be at least in the background. I don't know if he'll interact with the duck characters. I can't think of a way that happens smoothly, because he wasn't, like, you can see why he would interact with the Tailspin people in Baloo if they modernized that and made it a modern show instead of a historic, because I think it took place in the past, technically. You can see how he'd interact with them, because, they're a pilot, there's business. Scrooge would hire them for something. You can see how he would interact with Darkwing Duck. But the Rescue Rangers and Goof Troop, I just don't know how, because Rescue Rangers are tiny. And maybe they can't talk to them because they're squirrels. I don't know. And but Goofy's just a regular guy. He's just a dude.
You need to find a word for things that go on your feet.
Spats?
No.
Well, that sounds like what goes on my. It's not a shoes. Why would there be? Oh, there are shoes. Why are there shoes?
I think that you should definitely dress up as Della Duck for Halloween, Pink Pearl Apple. I think that'll be the coolest costume.
Oh, I thought someone was telling me I should dress up as Della Duck.
No, nobody is telling you that.
I mean, I guess I would. She's a pilot. Pilots are cool.
No, I think
I could just dress up as
cool.
Launchpad, actually. He's a pilot.
And, I mean, we've gone to Disneyland a couple of times for Halloween, occasionally as very obscure characters, and there's always somebody who will recognize you. Like, one year, Sean was doing a marathon as a character from Phineas and Ferb.
Do you remember the name?
No. You tell me the name?
The lead singer of Bowling for Soup wrote a song about it.
I want to call him Oompa Loompa, the magic bathing suit.
He stands in winter! He's diced and frozen.
You don't remember the name either, do you?
It's Klimpaloon.
So he dressed up as Klimpaloon, and the cast members recognized him.
At least one or two.
I don't know if any of the other runners did, but yeah.
Actually, that's not his full name.
The magical bathing suit that lives in the Himalayas?
He's the magical old-timey bathing suit that lives in the Himalayas. They call him Klimpaloon.
I think we've gone off the rails a bit.
I love Klimpaloon. Anyway, Salt? No, that's not Salt. Wogstadt? Well, I've said that like 5 times.
So say it backwards.
Wait. Tazgol. That's not a word. Glasgow! Did you know this whole time?
They pointed that out a while ago, but...
I kept reading Glasgow backwards. Oh my gosh, Glasgow.
You see how there's this giant space right here? There's got to be a word. Maybe another location?
It looks like a Pokemon name. Mudkip? Nokium? Tixnum? Noctim?
If Goof Troop is in the same universe, how about Bonkers?
Yukon! I don't know if Bonkers would be either. For the other reason, I don't think Chippendales would be. Because Chippendale is in a world of humans. What? What did I do wrong? You just...
Sorry, I just took a swallow of a drink and I almost spewed it all over Sean.
Why?
So,
because I found Yukon?
No. So you know the footwear thing?
Yeah.
You've got shoes. You've got Einer.Maybe you should connect those.
It's not Einer. It's... What is it?
It's nothing.
Why did I write that? What did I do that for? Rennie? Why did I put in Rennie?
So yeah.
What did I do?
So yeah, that was Scrooge's job, right?
Yeah, he was a shoe shiner. That was his first job. He was a shoe shiner. That's where he earned the dime, which was useless to him because it was American money. And it made him angry. So angry, he became a billionaire. Trillionaire.
I feel like there's a life lesson in there for everybody.
Get angry and become a billionaire?
Oh, you thought it was Rent. That's what you did.
Rent. Oh, and I thought it was Rent because my own line crossed the T at the bottom of Clan McDuck. That's why it was. Did someone just point it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thought it was Rent. Whoever pointed that out, Susie can call out their name. Thank you. You're correct. It was
Mars
Rent.
Arts.
Mars Arts, yes. No. Something's wrong.
His second job was as a Rennie.
Rennie? Rennie. His second job. I love that they're kind of keeping that he started at the same period of time, even though it's happening like 100 years later now. So he still went to the gold rush. So how old is he now? I can't wait for them to explain that the timeline didn't change.
Yeah.
He's got to have found the Fountain of Youth or something.
Say, did you circle the Yukon yet?
Yeah,
I
did. Where'd it go? There it is, Yukon, up there. I did find it.
So a couple of them keep telling you like the big hint, but...
Okay, hold on. Dit, no.
Almost.
Wait, oh wait, no, is it? Diddle, Kelot, id, no. Ditto, dot.
Okay. I'm just going to tell him because we could really be here all night. So, start in the upper right corner.
Uh-huh.
With this T and go backwards. And what does it say?
The butler did... Okay. I never would have... That's multiple words! I've never done a word search that has multiple words.
Has he missed any other ones? Like, do you guys see anything else that he's
Yeah,
missed?
is there anything else I'm missing here? Let me turn up the...
There's,
What?
what you use to find things.
Magnifying glass?
No.
GPS?
Kinda, but the old-timey...
Map? Oh, map. Pam. I kept seeing Pam, right? And thinking, the stuff you use to make your pan not stick. That's a reasonable thing to think.
No, it is. It totally is. Someone sees beach. And Christopher Smelzer says, Scrooge did find the Fountain of Youth in Sweet Duck of Youth. Yeah.
So is that going to happen again, I guess, in the new show? Probably. I mean, there's a million explanations for, whatever it is. Oh, by the way, while we're here, they can do it in the chat if they want, because the chat's a Wild West. We are talking about this episode, but I'm not talking about the final spoiler at the end on this stream, because people still might not have seen it. Go watch the review. There's a spoiler alert in that too, though. Because I don't that was good. But I liked it. I liked the episode. The Butler did it.
It was a good episode.
The Butler did it. What about TX, Texas? Was he ever in Texas? He's got oil wells there. I think that it's done, right? That looks like it's done. Let's turn the opacity up.
Yeah, people are seeing random letters, but I'm not seeing any more words in the comments.
I mean, if you bring it all up, it's a bunch of scratch marks. I feel kind of bad for Huey. Like, he made this complicated game for his uncle, and Scrooge just didn't play it. He was just,
Huey is very underappreciated.
He makes family T-shirts. Look at this guy.
He makes T-shirts. So much work he puts into family.
Not even doing it. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm bad at this. Susie is good at stuff. Also, I have the handwriting of, like, the same handwriting as when I was a little kid.
Oh, there's something vertical, says Alias.
Something vertical.
I don't know if it's the word vertical or you're just looking for a word that's vertical.
Oh, that makes sense, because there's only one...
Oh, the beach word is vertical.
The beach word.
See if you can find that.
Beach word.
Huey is a precious cinnamon roll. Yes, he is, Luna Gamer. Soundboard wants to know, do you have any plans to sell merch?
Like what? Like Seaniccus merch? Is that a thing people would want?
I don't know. Would people want your merch? Like,
I mean,
your cartoon face on a T-shirt?
The Take It Easy Internet, the shirts. If that's a thing people would want, sure. I mean, I've thought about doing stuff like this. One of my friends was asking me the other day, why don't you have a Patreon? I'm like, I don't know. People want a Patreon? What would I even add to that? Maybe I'd add merch. How do Patreons work? I should know this. I work in tech.
Patreon, you say, hey, internet.
But you gotta do special things for them, so I have to think, well, I guess we could do like this on a regular basis. Streams are a big... We're not the word search. We're not gonna do a word search. Don't laugh at me.
We do the same word search every week.
Every single week. Get progressively better at it, right? Yeah, my... if you have ideas for merch, like, drop them in the chat or let me know, because I have no idea what kind of merch I could do. I don't know if there were Seaniccus shirts.
I don't know. I feel like Take It Easy Internet is your best shot.
Take it easy, Internet. Yeah, I mean, come on. The Internet needs to take it easy. For serious. That's, like, why I said that in the first place. Also, I just didn't know what to say when I ended videos, so I was like, bye. I, like, tried saying, like, something else for a while. If you go back to the Ghostbusters video, watch them, like, one by one at the end, you'll see the evolution of trying to find a word about a beach on this. Wait.
What if you...
Beach! It literally says beach. There you go.
Mars Arts has a super cool idea. What if your viewers could make and submit word searches for you to do?
Oh, no.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Oh, no. That's actually a great idea. Whose name was that again?
Mars Arts.
Mars Arts.
Mars Arts also is the one that was offering to draw you. Mars Arts.
I'm writing your name.
The best one.
Mars Arts. I'm writing this down up here. Mars Arts.
A Seaniccus duck plushie. Oh, I don't know if anyone would buy that.
Man, who would I get? I would buy that. I'm self. What's the word? When you're into yourself, narcissistic.
You're puffed up.
Not puffed up. I'm narcissistic enough to have a me duck plush, but like, who would you even get to manufacture that? Okay, Mars Arts. I put your name up at the top so I would remember it later. That's a good idea. If I do a Patreon, we could have user-created word search streams.
How many seasons do you think the show will have?
I think there's going to be a second season because like they just moved him to Disney Channel, right? Mm-hmm. So that's kind of an indication that they're taking him. I mean, they're showing episodes every day this month, so they care about it. So they're probably going to be. I hope there's. I don't know how many there's going to be because I'm thinking about marketing too much. I hope there's 5 or 6, but there's probably going to be 4.
Oh yeah, so Sean can't actually see your guys' names, so he has no idea that he spelled it wrong.
Oh, is there a T in there?
No, it's Mars, like the planet.
Oh, I just the way you pronounced it.
I know, I don't talk so good sometimes.
Mars. Wait, that's not.
We're gonna get it right though.
Mars. No. Oh my gosh. I can't write things. No, that's still wrong. Mars. There.
Okay, wait a second, the lines in front of the W look like an S. It's actually a sword search!
It is a sword search! Let's do that.
Bonus points to Epic Monkey for noticing.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That's good. Okay.
And yeah, second season's been confirmed, supposedly due out in October. So that would be great.
Sword search. Let's draw a sword.
Oh man, someone made up a new word for you and I'm not sure I can pronounce it. Seanicistic?
Is that in there?
Narcissistic plus Seaniccus.
I'm not that narcissistic.
No, you're Seanicistic. It's hard to say.
I'm into Sean's. That's true. I do have a Sean-centric podcast I was thinking
Ryder.
about making. I mean, not like me, Sean. I want to make a podcast for Sean's by Sean's.
Explain this concept a little more.
It's a podcast. I don't want anyone to take it though. It's such a good idea.
Okay, so he has this brilliant podcast idea that he can't share with you.
Well,
I
just did. It's a podcast for Sean's by Sean's. Everyone on it is a Sean, and we talk about Sean topics for Sean's.
So I would definitely not be in this.
And like like how to spell it properly, or I don't know, what's another Sean issue?
I'm not a Sean, so I don't know.
Meeting other Seans for fun and profit. I don't know. There's got to be a podcast idea. It's the worst podcast idea. I love it. I do think that's all of them. We got the balloons. We got Pam, Clan McDuck, Toughies. Was there no smart? Wait, no, we got that already. Was there?
Okay, so I don't actually see this question in here, but I'm seeing a lot of thoughts about it. So, what merch would you like to see? Like, if you could have someone make something for the show for you to purchase.
Oh, stuff for the show. The one thing I want that will never exist, but sometimes I think about finding someone on Etsy to make it for me, is I want a Scrooge McDuck in the style of the 1987 plush toys.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Like the ones that I grew up with. There were Scrooge toys at the time, but never in the exact style as the kids that were available. So I kind of would want that. They're already making what I really want. They're making a Scrooge. They need to make more t-shirts for men that don't have words on them.
Just a picture?
Yeah, just cool t-shirts. I don't like t-shirts that have words on them very much. It's not for me. Like when you have like a Donald Duck shirt and it says like a Disneyland, it says the original Angry Bird on it. I'm like, I just want that without the words. I just want the Angry Donald shirt. Mm-hmm. I don't know, what would be your DuckTales merchandise? I want Louie's hoodie. I want the Junior Woodchuck guidebook, but I think they are making that.
They are. That's coming out later this summer.
Yeah, they're already making that. I want the Junior Woodchuck guidebook. I want Gizmo Duck action figures.
I want Magica to spell.
Just Magica to spell.
I want a plush toy. I want a little wind-up toy that can be on my desk, and I don't know, she casts sparks or something out of her fingers. I got a whole line of Magica to spell that needs to happen. I want them to make a dress that I can wear. Yeah.
Magica socks.
Magica socks. Would that not be brilliant? That would be brilliant.
What is a good DuckTales? What? You don't want the Webby
Or
dress?
a waddle phone. Yes, I would love a waddle
I want a waddle phone! That's what I want! I want a waddle weenie beanie!
That would be amazing.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. I want some Flint Heart Glumgold stuff. I want some Glumgold industry stuff that just doesn't work. Like, I want to own a Glumgold phone, and it's going to be like a, Samsung Galaxy Note. It just catches fire every time you use it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Man, I want to cosplay as Mark Beeks now. I bet that'd be fun.
Let's see.
Especially since we live in Silicon Valley.
Let's cut these out and make a new layer. And we're gonna, I guess while we're talking, we can try and doodle. I don't know what a duck looks like, so. Give me. I'm gonna open a.
Oh, somebody wants to know what my weakness is. Alias says, "What is my weakness?" Obviously, Sean's word searches.
Would you believe that my job is words?
Yeah.
My daily job is I write for a living and stuff, and yeah, I know you probably don't believe that. I wouldn't believe it either. Let's see. So I have this drawing tablet is what we're doing with this with. We have one of those digital pins so you can draw whatever you want. So while we talk, ask some more questions. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on. I've got a Scrooge McDuck comic book here, and I'm going to try and draw a duck, which I'm not good at, so...
Pumpkin, what's my weakness?
Your weakness? They want to know what your weakness is?
Mm-hmm.
Your weakness. Sushi is your weakness.
Oh, I love sushi. Sushi's the best.
I mean, like, that's not a fair weakness, but, like, I can convince her to do all sorts of things using sushi. It's not fair. It's maybe evil of me, but it's what I can do. So let's start with some eyes. This is probably the wrong way to draw a duck.
Also budgeting. Like, Scrooge is the master of managing his money. I am not. I shop a lot. It's a problem.
It's not that big of a problem.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
Okay, it's a big problem. Susie's weakness is she's impatient, actually. I don't know if she's going to like me saying that.
Oh, this is genius. Yes, Webby Dings.
Oh, yeah! I'm sorry, I got too excited about that.
Webby Dings should definitely be a thing.
I want Webby Dings so bad. And I like how they introduce it. It's like, oh, it's just a candy I want to exist. And, let's see. Now, duck beaks are like the hardest thing in the world to draw. Like, I get this far, and then I'm like, that looks kind of like a duck, right? Let's add like a tuft of hair. That's too Gladstone-y. Let's get rid of that one. You get a tuft of hair, whatever. That's pretty, ducky. I can do that.
What kind of sushi? Salmon sushi's my favorite, but pretty much any kind of sushi. But I don't like wasabi. So, like, when you go to the, place with the sushi boats and the boats are going by, you reach out, you get the tray, and you're like, all right, I get to eat my favorite sushi. And then you take a bite, and some chef has snuck some wasabi in there. That is a bad day. I don't like that. But, yeah, sushi's great.
This is, like, the best duck I've ever drawn.
When some of the new DuckTales toys come out, can you review them? We will try to. We did sort of a mini review on the new plush toys that just came out. And I have a special surprise that I'm working on for you guys for the 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. This is the first time we've announced it. Hey, thanks everyone for watching, because I have like 10,000 subscribers now. What does that even mean?
It's super cool. And so we're working on a special video for you guys based on that, and it does involve some toys.
This is not... obviously, I do not draw. I'm so out of practice with drawing. Let's get some big Scrooge mutton chops here. Ooh, that was a bad line.
Cartoon Queen 21 says she's hoping for a flashback episode with Donald and Della as kids and curious to see what their relationship was like growing up. I think that's a great idea.
Gosh, everybody, how much, though, that's a great idea, but how great was that, like, quick 5-second scene of baby Donald and Gladstone? That was the most amazing thing.
Poor Donald.
I mean, yeah, I was really sad for Donald, but how great was that? Oh, man.
Neo wants to know when we first met. Or how. I don't think he actually cares what year we met, but... what were the circumstances?
We had a class together in school, and it was a completely plutonic. No, that sounds radioactive. Platonic?
Yes.
We were not involved in like a relationship for a long time, but we started in history class, and we were both bored, and I think one of us was drawing, probably me, and not paying attention to class, and Susie probably took the paper instead of drawing on it. And I remember her drawings were much better than mine, but I didn't let her know that.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so we ignored history class together and didn't do our homework together. And at the end of the year, the teacher said, "You're about to fail, Sean. You better do all this really hard work." And Susie came in and said, "Yeah, I didn't do my homework all year either." And the teacher's like, "Well, you're a good kid, Susie. Just write a short essay about procrastination and I'll give you a B." I barely passed that class, and Susie's so darn charming, she got away with not doing any homework all year long.
Those were the days.
Yeah, so we met in that class. We didn't actually start being a couple until a couple years later. We ran into each other at the library.
Remy Diamond's weakness is bunnies. That is such a cute weakness. I like that.
Did you ever have a bunny, Remy? Because little known fact, I used to raise bunnies when I was a kid. I had a couple of them. We did 4-H, and they're really good little pets, actually. They're really nice. Bunnies are great. Oh, this is an okay Scrooge. It is not good, but it is okay.
Simple, but wants to know if you can impersonate a DuckTale character.
Let's see if I can still do this. I can do Angry Donald. I can't make him say anything.
Do that again.
Susie loves that.
So, I can't impersonate a character, but I really want you to do that just one more time.
It hurts, though.
For the kids. Oh, it's beautiful.
Sounds like probably nonsense.
Yeah, probably doesn't go over very well.
I spent a couple weeks last summer trying to learn how to do that. To do the Donald voice. I've read lots of tutorials, and I can't actually do it.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Luna Gamer says, that Donald was awesome.
Are they losing it?
Via Games 10 says, oh god, that scared me at first. Knight of Spades says, sounds like Donald's choking.
Yeah, that's what I can do. I can do choking Angry Donald.
And Epic Monkey says, that's creepy.
Well, yeah, it's probably creepy, too.
And Remy Diamond just doesn't know what that was.
All you really do is grab your cheek and move it around a lot, and the experts can, like, I don't know, like, you're supposed to bite your tongue and make a pocket of air and go, like, I can't do it. I've tried to practice.
Epic Monkey says you should be Donald's new voice actor.
That's all he'll do. He'll just go, maybe that should be a Patreon reward. We can do Donald lessons every week.
Oh, no.
We could sit there, we could have a 20-minute like monthly or weekly lesson where I try and say things as Donald and to see if I can get progressively better.
So it's not lessons for the watchers, it's lessons for you?
Right. It's Donald practice. Okay, so that's my bad Scrooge. Let's go to a random page and draw something else that's in this.
Messiah Lucero says, I want a Gargoyles reboot. Who's with me? I am. I think a Gargoyles reboot would be amazing.
Gargoyles is great. Did you see there are Gargoyle Funko Pops coming out?
I did not see.
They're really cool, actually. Again, I can't show them, but they're just, they're like this. They're like little, and then, but it's gargoyles. That's a Funko, right?
That looks like a Funko Batman.
Funko.
Or a Funko Demon.
Okay, so I'm going to draw something related. So, Duckworth, right? I made that Duckworth video. Everyone was wondering where Duckworth was. And I was wondering for a while if Duckworth was going to be in the show. Because in the comics, which the cartoon is a little closer to, there is no Duckworth. There's this other guy called Quackmore. And he's also a dog butler, but he looks more like a clown to me. And so I've never drawn Quackmore, but I'm going to try and draw Quackmore, so.
Well, before you do that, you should finish Scrooge.
What do you mean? He's done.
No, he's not.
What's he missing?
He's missing something important.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out, Mars Arts.
Yeah, I knew there was something missing. So let's get a Quackmore. This is Proto Duckworth. I'm actually gonna probably maybe do a video about him and Duckworth later, but I got to do a little research into Quackmore because I don't know him. We're gonna draw. No, it's not gonna do that.
Via Games 10 would really like you to try to voice another character.
Like what? I don't know how to do any voices.
How's your Scottish accent?
Oh no, not good. Curse me kills. If you really want to see me voice something, I did voice Huey once, but I cheated. I pitch corrected my voice. So before the show came out, there was a comic, and well, there was Twitter, right? And so there was the scene in the pilot where, wait, what is this? Okay, there was the scene in the pilot where Louie is like, "Let go of my uncle," except he doesn't say it like a hick, you know, and Flintheart Glumgold is like, "No," right? And And I didn't have the line. I just knew that scene existed because of the comic, and so I made a little animated thing of it in one of my early videos, speculation videos. And so I voice Dewey in that a little bit. Watch, it's like someone's trying to get me audition. I kind of wish I took voice acting lessons. I'd like to do voice acting stuff, to be honest. I think I would like it. This is not a duck, even though it looks kind of ducky, I promise.
That looks exactly like a duck.
Yeah, it looks like a different design of duck completely, but it's not a duck. This is the openings of Quackmore. Let's draw a little bow tie here, even though I'm not an artist. He is a really goofy looking dude. This is a suit jacket, in case you can't tell, which you probably can't. What other characters do you think I could do, wife?
I'm actually trying to remember. There was one character that was in the 80s cartoon, and I'm completely blanking on his name. So while you are talking, I am desperately Googling, trying to remember what this character's name was so I can ask you to draw him. He was a junior woodchuck.
Oh, you want Doofus.
Yeah, can you draw Doofus?
You gotta find me a picture of Doofus.
Alright, if I find you a picture of Doofus, will you draw?
Yeah, I'll draw Doofus if you can find a picture.
Alright, any Doofus fans out there?
There are a lot of Doofus fans, actually. There's a bunch of people who really want Doofus to show up, and I can relate to that. Apparently, Doofus is the big want of the It's a Duck Blur people as well. They need some Doofus in their life, man. So here's what makes Quackmore look like a clown. He's got this big bushy hair that goes behind his head, and he's got these tiny little eyes. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is what Quackmore looks like, man. I'm not even kidding you. This is the Duckworth of the comics. He's this bald, weird dog guy. Looks like that. Kind of messed it up a little bit because I'm not used to drawing live. Yeah.
Who is the con master, Louie or Grunkle Stan?
Louie's probably better at it. I think Grunkle Stan gets away with it because there's a bunch of rubes in Gravity Falls, right? But I think Louie's probably better at it. Like, he'd be a better legit criminal. Grunkle Stan is great. Just because his name's Grunkle.
What about...
there you go. That's a Quackmore.
Who is better with grappling hooks, Mabel or Webby?
Oh, Webby's better at it for sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Mabel just carries it around more, but she's always breaking stuff. You know, she's not good at it. She's just prolific. There you go. That's a Quackmore. Because this is Duckworth. This is the Duckworth. I was wondering if they were going to do this guy. But he's like, I think he's got less personality than Duckworth does. So I don't like him as much. He's all right though. All
right. Are you ready to draw Doofus?
Yeah, give me a Doofus. Oh, man. Why do you like Doofus? Do you like Doofus?
I remember Doofus.
Do you remember Doofus? Okay.
From his name, I'm guessing he was perhaps not bright.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do.
But I really don't remember him that well.
Well, you know,
I bet the voice actor to Donald Duck just feels insulted right now. He might, but,
Tony Anselmo...
is not watching us right now.
Yeah, he's probably not watching us. He's probably got better things to do than feel insulted by me. And Doofus, let's see, how would I draw Doofus? I've never drawn Doofus. Let's do a small circle. Let's do like a big circle, because he's kind of got that's just his head.
Anyone else want to see that little duck Bubba return?
I liked Bubba when I was a kid. I don't know if I like him as much now. But, yeah, I'd be down to see Bubba. I'm sure he's in there. Like, so there's a thing in Frank's Twitter, Frank McGonagall's Twitter, he says, if you love him, he's coming back. And so I'm sure that there's going to be a Bubba at some point. Do I want Bubba? What I did like about Bubba a lot when I was a kid is he was a character I recognized from the show as a kid. And he was in the game. So in the NES game as a kid, oh, that's the wrong color. Bubba was in that. So I was really excited when I found him in the game, because he was like, oh, whenever in the game you found like one of the kids or Webby or Bubba, it was always a really big, exciting thing. Speaking of which, if you haven't played the old DuckTales games, there's a couple of them. There's a few that I'm trying to get for the Sega Master System, and if I can find those DuckTales games, they're Donald starring, but they're definitely DuckTales games. I might do another stream like this someday for them. But if you haven't played the NES one, they came out with last year's thing called the Disney Afternoon Collection, which has, Darkwing Duck, and it has DuckTales 1 and 2 and Rescue Rangers, and it's just a great like PlayStation game that gives you all of them. I'm a little sad it's not on Nintendo Switch though. By the way, guys, I really like Nintendo Switch. Any more questions, wife?
Who's the better person with the better book? Huey and the Woodchuck Guidebook or Dipper and the Journals?
Well, the journals are fun, but I think there's more stuff going on in the guidebook. Like, because they're the libraries of Alexandria and stuff, man. Oh, this is not going well, this doofus. Oh, this is not going to be on model doofus. Oh, no. I like the journals a lot. There's a lot of comparisons being made to Gravity Falls, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, I was getting distracted reading some of the comments.
Oh man, why are you guys making me draw duckbills? One of the reasons I went with Quackmore is because I
didn't want to do a duckbill.
I don't know how to duckbill.
How do you think Duckworth died?
Oh, that's tough. I would assume it's actually nothing dramatic. If I was writing it, because I think that is just the most horrifying beak. If I were to write that, I probably wouldn't write it as a big dramatic, like, you know, some people are like, oh, he died saving Scrooge, or he died doing this. I would think that he just, you know, was older than Scrooge somehow, and died of natural causes, and like, you know, it was sweet. We do know Frank said on Twitter, Frank Agone said on Twitter, Frank said he would leave that up to the fans, but his last words were most assuredly, very good, sir. Which is great. I should not make the inside of his mouth black.
Okay, guys, did that count as an impression? Was that a Butler impression right there? Was that your Duckworth?
Probably my Duckworth.
Can you please do a Glomgold? I have a request for a Glomgold.
That's what they were going to do the whole time. They're like, just do a Glomgold. Don't stop with the other ones. Don't care. What's a good Glomgold thing? I don't know how to do a Scottish accent.
Which is funny, because I'm pretty sure your family descended from Scots.
Yeah, but they're not Scots now.
That's true.
Let's see.
New or old DuckTales theme?
That's actually tough. Probably old, just because it's got so much energy. But it's got them trumpets, man. I love them trumpets. But I definitely love the new theme as well. But I think I like the old one better, just because I'm a nostalgic hack. There's your doofus. Oh my gosh, why did I draw doofus? Okay, what's a Scottish accent? I can't get a setup, but my favorite thing about Glumgold is he's always like, he always bets to eat his hat in the original series. He's like, if you win McDuck, I'll eat my hat.
Oh, Glumgold right there.
But it turned redneck.
Everything eventually turns redneck with you.
Everything turns redneck with me. My favorite Glumgold line in the new series is someone says something funny.
I hadn't actually looked at the doofus as you were working on it.
Oh yeah, there
it looks really bad. I'm sorry.
Do you want to try drawing doofus?
Why don't you try Huey, Dewey, and Louie? You got a request from Rita for that. Knight of Spades says that doofus looks like he wants to die.
He looks happy. Look at him. Let's give him let's draw him something to be happy about. Let's give him a little hamburger. There's a hamburger. Doofus loves burgies. What was my favorite Glumgold line of the new series is in the new series. Louis is like, he's like, how did you know it was me? And Louis like, it's always you, dude. And he's like, and it always will be. It's like the best line.
That is the best line.
I think the new nephews are harder to do voices for than the old ones, even, because the old ones have.
Well, they only had to learn one voice.
There was one voice, but the new ones are very much the characters they are. It would be like doing a Louis impression is like doing a Moynihan impression, you know. So Susie's typing something, and I don't know what, and that's scaring me. You know, let me actually go to the dashboard here.
Yeah, why don't you try Huey, Dewey, and Louie, because you got a request for that, and I will find another question. You have a request from a Mark Beeks impression.
A Mark
which
Beeks?
I kind of think he can't do, just because, honestly, that's what, like, 90% of the people here in Silicon Valley sound like.
That's just what I talk like normally. Except for I don't go, There's your Mark Speaks. He says, blah, 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 blah. He is every frustrating stereotype in San Francisco. That's what Mark Speaks kind of is.
Do Fenton's accent, if you can.
What, you mean like real Fenton or Lin-Manuel Miranda Fenton?
Lin-Manuel is the real Fenton now. There is only one.
I don't know if I would want to impersonate Lin. That seems wrong and also impossible.
Also, I just realized your burger looks like it's upside down.
You know what, wife? Fix that. Look at this. We're going to go into the... okay, actually, I can't fix it. I was wrong.
Holden Pence, I wish we could hear your great Scrooge McDuck.
My Scrooge McDuck. I'd probably wind up doing a Doctor Who. Let's see. Okay.
Let's ask a good question. Who would name their child Duford? Who would name their child Doofus? He's pointing out Duford's not the greatest name either. I'm not even sure it's a real name.
Duford might be a real name. Llewellyn is a really interesting name.
That's definitely a real name.
It's an interesting name though. It's a big change because he was always just Lewis. He never had a long name, so to make him Llewellyn was pretty cool. Let's see, Duford. Who would name their kid Doofus? Like, who names their kid Launchpad? Like, it's kind of a weird name, right?
So he is going to try to draw Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but as you notice with the word search, he gets distracted very easily. If his mouth is moving, his hands are not, so it makes it hard.
It's hard. Oh, man, these are bad drawings. I'm surprised people are paying attention. We're gonna clear this one.
Get rid of all this.
We're gonna make a new layer and bring it to the top. Oh man, this is getting a complicated document, y'all. Thank you again for tuning in. So you want to do Huey, Dewey, and Louie? Do you want to get me images of? Do we want modern Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Do you guys want the ones from the new DuckTales, or do you want like old school Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
You're gonna have to find me an image, or give me my laptop over there.
I can do that. Who's the bigger doofus, Launchpad or Seuss?
Seuss.
Seuss wins this round.
Seuss is great. Can I draw Seuss from memory? This is my bad Seuss.
Oh, you can't, but
Let's
go
see.
ahead and try.
I think his head's like a bean, and then he's got like a happy.
You have votes for Squarehead nephews.
That's my. I can't draw characters from memory. This is why I'm not an animator. I wanted to be an animator when I was a kid, but practice, kids. If you wanna get into art, practice, or you'll be like me.
Ooh, how about the Quack Pack designs?
Oh no, let's not do that one. I can't do that. Nothing wrong if you love Quack Pack. That's just a challenge I'm not up to. And we're gonna change pencil designs to Kyle's drawing box because it's solid.
Okay, there's a reference. I found a picture for him.
Oh man, that's okay. That's gonna be a little. Let's add an extra layer. Let's see. Gosh, they're harder looking than I thought. Let's see. Let's start with a line over here. Well, that's bad. Let's not do that. All my confidence just got shot. Let's see. So there are square heads. Okay, if they're square heads, we're gonna call them square heads. Let's start with a square, right? There you go.
Yeah. Okay, that's a
square.
It's a wonky square.
You know, you're a wonky square.
That's the weirdest thing you've ever said to me.
And then let's add this here, and that's his hat. And he goes like this, and okay, this is a bad drawing. I am gonna start over here. What are people saying? Read a chat.
Cartoon Queen 21 is thinking of doing a DuckTales music video. What song should she use?
Ooh, that's tough because I only know 90s music. Let's.
Pink Pearl Apple suggests Queen.
Yeah.
What Queen song would you suggest, since you have many ideas about Queen?
I would. Oh man, that is dangerous. I have a lot of opinions about Queen. Good ones, by the way. It's one of my favorite bands. What is an obscure song? Because I wouldn't want to do. Don't do Another One Bites the Dust, because no one bites the dust in DuckTales. Family friendly show. Don't do Bohemian Rhapsody, because that's scary. Now all I can think is their weird songs. Don't do this one, but all I can think of now is The Day the Talkies came to Town, which is an extremely rare Queen song about silent movies, and it's terrifying. It's a very scary song.
Is it really?
I think it's scary, like musically, It's like it's great.
I'll go find it later.
You know what you could do is
Draw. Talk and draw.
I can't do that. Okay, give me another question. Yes, do a Queen video. I'm sorry I can't think of one, but do one. I want to see that. I desperately want to see that.
Who wants Merlok to be in the reboot? I don't remember who Merlok is. Who's that character?
Not Merlok. I think it's Mordok. The guy from the movie. Do you
That
remember?
weird genie?
No, the villain.
That weird dog?
Yeah, the Christopher Lloyd.
I did like his voice. It was very sinister.
Because he's Christopher Lloyd. He's
Doc Brown.
Doc Brown and a Klingon from one of the Star Trek movies. This is hard. Guys,
Who's Merlok?
I'm a DuckTales fan my whole life, but this is the most ducks I've ever drawn, you guys, because they're hard and I'm afraid of things.
I was wrong. The genie was not a villain. I just couldn't remember that story that well.
No, the genie is Gene, and he's not a villain.
His name is Gene?
Well, he doesn't have a name. He's just the genie, and then they call him Gene at one point.
Wow, I really don't remember this movie very well.
Your opinion of the movie was that it was the prototype for Aladdin.
Oh.
You went like, oh yeah, I see how a lot of these ideas were reused into Aladdin later, is what you were basically saying. And you're not wrong. There's a lot of things about that movie that feel very Aladdin-y.
The Winner Takes All has been suggested by ABBA? Yeah, by ABBA. So.
Oh, I don't know that song. This is just such a doofy Huey here. Yeah, there's the Huey so far.
Someone is asking you, is the Minecraft mod for DuckTales ready?
Is there a Minecraft mod?
No, they're talking about your square head.
They're more clever than me, these listeners. And then let me give him a hat. Because he's supposed to have a hat, right?
I thought that was Louis.
No! Do you want it to be Louis?
I don't care who it is. I mean, they're triplets.
They're petroglyphs? What? What did you just say?
What software and hardware are you using to draw?
I'm drawing on Photoshop right now, which is actually what I don't normally draw in, which is one of the reasons this is weird. Like, the stuff like you see on my channel that I draw is usually drawn in Clip Studio Paint. This is Photoshop. And I'm drawing with a Monoprice pen tablet. That's literally the name of the product because it's a heck of a lot cheaper than a Cintiq, and I bought it for myself as a Christmas present this year when it was on sale for Black Friday. And so it's pretty neat. I thought I would buy it to make myself draw more, and then I haven't.
Well.
So you guys forcing me to do it isn't bad. Let's see if I get better. I've done one now. Let's try doing another one. Let's get the guy with the fun swoopy hair. Let's try and be less careful with him because maybe I'm being too careful and it's just not working out.
What about who's the best uncle, Scrooge or Stanford?
Scrooge. So wait, Stanford or Stan? Which Stan? Well, no, I'm not gonna talk anymore. That might be a spoiler for people who haven't seen it. But it depends. Season. Scrooge is kind of a bad uncle.
Is he?
Well, I mean, I feel like Stan has a more close, at least in this version, he has a more close, loving relationship with the kids in some way. Like they're closer to him than this version of Scrooge. Maybe original DuckTales Scrooge is a little bit better, but he's definitely more of a traditional uncle. Scrooge is like an authority figure. Stan almost isn't. Stan is sort of like their friend who just happens to take care of them and keep them from getting hurt.
I wasn't asking you about Stan, though.
Well, there's 2 Stans.
Wait, there's 2 Stans?
Stop, dang it. Spoilers?
I have not watched all of Gravity Falls, so Sean just blurted something out there.
Well, it can never get you to watch anything. You're barely watching Steven Universe now.
I watched 13 episodes of Steven Universe.
That's like 3 episodes of a normal show, because their episodes are 10 minutes long.
Do you think they'll ever introduce the Ducks to Disney Tsum Tsum? They should. They have Max Goof already, and, why not? I agree. I mean, I guess they have, because, there's Toy Tsum Tsum, so maybe it's around the corner.
Did you mean that, well, it depends. Did they mean the Tsum Tsum
cartoon
TV,
or the
cartoon?
Game?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a game, too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, See, this head is already a better shape because I'm not trying to be as exact.
Uncle Donald is the best uncle. I think that
that's probably
Mars
accurate.
Arts is correct on that.
Yeah, that's accurate because he cares. Poor Donald, like if you his whole life in any version of DuckTales or Disney cartoons, like taking care of the kids, he's got it hard, that guy.
Who is the best crazy inventor? Mark Beeks or Gyro Gearloose?
Gyro! Mark Beeks doesn't even invent stuff.
How do you feel about the new Gyro Gearloose versus the old? Can we look forward to a reboot video on that?
Eventually.
I would personally like to see it.
Eventually. I honestly need to do research on that, too, because there's a lot to do with old Gyro. He is, he's got history, man. I like him alright. I don't think I like him as much as the original. I like original Gearloose a lot because he's, like, happy and he wants to help people. Like, there's a whole story in one of my comics about him just being frustrated he can't help people enough. There you go. There's my Dewey, whose beak is definitely the wrong size.
He's significantly larger than Huey.
I'm not drawing them to scale.
Oh, okay.
Why are you guys making me draw these things?
It's fun. Still gotta do Louie.
That's a bad... I'm also drawing at a different angle than I normally do.
I have another request that I've gotten a couple of them, but I'm hesitant to pass it on just because if you do this request, you are definitely not going to be drawing for a little bit.
Oh, I don't want to do voices.
It's not voices. Exactly.
What is it?
They would really, really love to have a sing-along.
Oh, no.
Where we all sing the theme song together.
No. I can't. I'm too shy for that.
I'm sorry. One of Sean's big things is he doesn't sing, so...
I'm actually really good at it, but I don't sing anymore. I was hurt in a singing incident once. And now I'm scarred for life. I'm not ready to do that on the internet. I've been trying to get enough courage to go do karaoke when we go out with my brother-in-law, with Susie's brother. I'm not brave enough, you know. Like I see Kendrick. He goes up and he does. I don't know if you want me to say his name on the internet. Sorry, Kendrick. He'll go up there and he'll sing and like he'll have like a great time. I'm like, that looks like fun, but I am too shy.
He'll get there someday.
Yeah.
Life is like a hurricane here in
Stop tricking me.
It almost worked, guys. Will there be an episode where they introduce Fenton's mom?
I've been wondering that too because
she's in the original series.
Because Mama, or not Mama, not Mom, Mama Crackshell, is hilarious. And one of the best things about her is she was obsessed with TV. Which isn't actually a good thing. Don't be obsessed with TV. Even though I run a YouTube channel about TV shows. But she would watch a lot of TV in the original series. And there was always parodies of like The Price is Right or something. The Ducks of Hazzard and stuff like that. And that's the only one I can remember at the time because that one was the funniest one. But it was always great to me. Let's try doing the eyes first here. And it's wait, no. These are the wrong eyes. He would not have open eyes. He's Louie. Louie's got like,
right.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, there he goes, looking all tired. He's like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm Louie. Okay, well, I was like really making a lot of sounds there.
I have a request for you just to read a line. You don't have to sing it. It's not singing. It's just a line that you need to read.
It's not singing, but it's gonna be. Let's see. Hold on. What is it? A sea monster ate my ice cream. A sea monster ate my ice cream. You have no idea what that is, do you, Susan?
I haven't the foggiest.
This is this episode where someone comes in and like they're all eating at the breakfast table and says like, and he's like, "What's going on?" It's like, "Oh, we lost a ship at sea, but it's not a sea monster took one of your ships or something. It's not a big deal though. It was just ice cream." And he starts losing it all over the kitchen in the original series. It's like a sea monster ate my ice cream, and they don't know what's wrong with him, because apparently the ice cream was his fortune.
Weird.
Like he was stoning it away, so like so someone wouldn't find it, right?
Out of the 30 Things videos with the kids, which one was your favorite? Louie's.
Louie's was fun. I knew he would end it early. I kind of liked Webby's, but maybe that's just 'cause the first one I saw. Wow, that's wrong. Oh my gosh, that's wrong.
He's so smug.
I know the problem is I cut off his eye, but the kids, their beaks don't go in front of their face. You gotta draw it. He looks a little fat though.
Will you do an Easter egg video at the end of the season?
Oh man, I want to say yes, but
that's a lot of work.
I'm not good at spotting the Easter eggs. Like the fans have seen so many more Easter eggs than I have. It's kind of shameful. Like there's a ton. I will, if you don't mind me stealing them from you guys.
Yeah, just start sending him the Easter eggs now, and he'll compile a video.
Honestly, if you guys send them in, there's an email address, youtube@seaniccus.com. I will take them from that, and I'll credit whoever sends them in if I wind up doing something like that. But I'm afraid I'm not. I haven't been looking for Easter eggs. So I've been instead I nerd about story and stuff. But there are so many Easter eggs. There's way more than I think we've even found, because the guys, I've met some of the guys who've worked on this show, like at Comic-Con and stuff, and they like it. You know, they like DuckTales so much more than, you know, this Louie is definitely the best of them.
Why did Donald's houseboat sink?
That was a joke, isn't it? Why did it sink? Because there was a quack in the hole?
That's a good one, but no.
No?
He hit a duckburg.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. Good job. Who was that? Was that Mars? Oh, Pink Pearl Apple. That was a good joke.
There we go. This is almost a real drawing, this one.
Yeah, how come he gets a body and nobody else does?
Because I was making, well, first of all, most of it's just blocks, you know, and his hands are in his pocket, so I wouldn't have to draw all those. The other two have hands out, and that's hard. And then, his butt's a little too big, but that's okay. There we go. That is the first full duck I have ever drawn in my life.
You missed the feets.
They're off screen. It's too big. Too big of the drawing.
Well, why don't you do Dewey now?
Because look how bad his head looks. It's poor Dewey. Look, he's sitting here smug. He's like, ha! I've got a body, and you guys don't. Oh, I lost a leg. I've got a body.
DuckTales theme or Darkwing Duck theme?
Oh, that is tough. I think the DuckTales theme is more timeless. It's timeless and it's more catchy. The Darkwing Duck theme is like more 90s. Like I could listen to the DuckTales theme and think any area, but I don't think you could cover Darkwing Duck without being 1990s. They had like a rap version. Yeah, at some point. You know, when there's trouble, you call DW. Let's see.
Was Launchpad rapping it?
No, I think they actually had like a guy. Darkwing 8-bit is my ringtone. Says
that's cool.
Pink Pearl Apple. Pink Pearl Apple. Congrats on the duck, says Jordan. Yeah, that was tough. Sean Logic. Huey and Louie's drawings are good, but then there's Dewey. Yeah, Dewey. Okay, let's give Dewey another chance.
Yeah, try him again.
Let's. Well, he got progressively better. Well, actually, I thought Dewey was better than Huey, but I guess I was wrong.
He's bigger.
Let's move him down here. And we should probably call it at some point, though. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see here.
I mean, you still have... How many people are watching? Is anyone watching still? You still got 20 people watching, so...
Oh, yeah. Let's see. But this is so square. This is like teenage Louie, I think. Teenage Louie.
He does look a little older.
Yeah. It's teenage Louie.
Uh-oh, they're starting to sing Quack Pack in there.
Say Quack Pack?
Well, you know, sing it, kind of.
I can't. What is a Quack Pack song even?
I feel like quacking, so I think I will.
Yeah, I feel like quacking, so I think I will. It's the silliest song, you know?
I have never actually seen Quack Pack. When Sean was doing a video last year, I can't remember what the event was, but for whatever reason...
Disney Afternoon on the Lot.
So when we went to the Disney Afternoon on the Lot and he was working on his video, I wanted to do a little segment about the snacks that were available because they had like a bunch of little like TV-themed snacks. And so I was going to sing the theme song of Quack Pack because quack and snack rhymes, and I was just going to say, I feel like snack, and so I think I will. And so that is all I know about Quack Pack is that opening line because I was going to sing it for this video we never made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool video. Those snacks were good. I want to eat more of them.
Why was Duckworth bad at lying? This is
another joke.
Uh-huh.
Why is Duckworth bad at lying? Because I don't have one for that.
Because you could see right through him.
Oh, that's bad. Spoilers!
I thought that was hilarious. In a Marvel universe, would Scrooge McDuck be a hero or a villain, and what would be his name? His secret name. Code name. Whatever you call that.
He'd be a hero or a villain. He would be like... I hate to say it. He might be like the guys that wrote the Accords.
Oh, so he'd be the evil corporate government overlord?
He'd want regulation.
Would he, though? I feel like he's very free market.
He'd want regulations of the superheroes. I don't know. He would either be that or like Nick Fury.
Scrooge would not be Nick Fury.
He would be Nick Fury. He would put together a team.
No. You think about David Tennant, and you think about Samuel L. Jackson, and there is no way that he would be Nick Fury.
What do you mean?
He's just not that kind of guy. Do you remember the episode where Scrooge became a hero for the day?
No.
I don't either.
I know there's the Duck Avenger. Or Pumpernickel or whatever his name is in Europe.
Pumpernickel?
It's like it's his Donald superhero name is like something I can't pronounce. It's not Pumpernickel, but that's not a very good Dewey either. It's better.
Yeah, but he should be smilier.
Smilier?
And he should have a keytar.
A keytar?
Yeah.
No, he should have a ukulele.
Can you draw him in his little duck helmet?
That would probably be easier than drawing like him normal.
Daft Duck. Scrooge would be Iron Man. Both are rich, says Epic Monkey.
I don't think he would wear a power suit. He doesn't like technology. He would,
Besides, isn't Gizmo Duck Iron Man? Kinda.
Yeah, he would, that looks like a Woody Woodpecker mouth. He would probably be... He'd be more like Daredevil, hitting things with a cane.
Oh, man.
Well, Daredevil doesn't use a cane, but, like, he'd be,
You ready for another joke?
Okay.
I love these jokes, Pink Pearl Apple. Keep them coming. Why does Dewey jump up and down when he takes his medicine?
I don't... What? I don't know.
It said to shake well before using.
Oh, jeez. I keep thinking that these are duck character themed, or they're just pun done. Oh, I'm so bad at this sort of thing. Okay, that's enough drawing, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's almost midnight, you guys. We should probably call it quits. Thank you. Let me switch back to, where is it? Oh no. Ba-tam. There we go. Why did I make sound effects for that?
I don't know.
Thanks everyone for coming. Let's draw on this one. Let's gonna get this one. We're gonna get giant. What's good? Purple's a great color. Let's go with that. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming. We're probably gonna wrap up now, unless Susie's got a good reason to convince me not to.
I'm having fun.
She is the stream manager.
But we should probably sign off because you've got a busy day tomorrow.
It's about midnight though, but I can't believe you guys came out. We had a lot of people for this. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a lot of fun. Oh boy, there's another joke.
Oh, let's do the other joke.
Why did Louis go to the football game after he got his drink in the soda machine?
Right, football game, soda machine. But he only drinks the first sip. Wait, what?
Because he wanted his quarterback.
Ouch! Oh my god.
That was amazing. I love these jokes so much.
I could be outsmarted by like the simplest joke book. Thank you everyone, and I think we're like at 11,000 something subscribers now.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are all amazing. 11,000. Let's write that too. 11,000. Let me know if you want more streams or whatever in the future. And we'll do more later on. And yeah, thanks for coming out for this totally random bad at crossword streams.
Yeah, we learned something very important today.
What?
one, that your fans are amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool.
And also, you are terrible at word searches.
And drawing ducks. Oh, also should be noted that we, Suzi drew this Suzi. So if you think it looks nice and better than this shaggy Sean on the left, that's why. Because she is infinitely more talented than me.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah.
He doesn't mean it. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, and good night.
Thanks for watching. Take it easy, Internet. And, life's a duck blur.
Take it easy, Internet.
Bye!